So don't do that. No, hey, it's my bag. It's my bag. Oh my God. Hey YouTube, welcome back. So this week, there we go. Perfect. Like I was saying, this week I'm headed down to Portland to meet up with my old fraternity brother Jeff. Him and I graduated from the same program the same year at the University of Oregon, and we're both a part of Sigma Nu. Nerd! Appropriate clip because Animal House was filmed at the University of Oregon and used Sigma Nu's house. One final cool thing is that all 30 of you that watch my videos know one of my scruffy looking fraternity brothers.
Who's scruffy looking?
Harry, if by some absolute miracle you ever watch this, as a dedication of gratitude, I will film whatever my next video would be as Han or Indy or Colonel Lucas. Doesn't matter. Just let me know. Getting back to Jeff, he has a Viper, but unfortunately it's in the shop and it currently looks like this. However, it's been years since I've seen Jeff, right? So I'm still gonna go down, film what I can, and have a good time. You guys are gonna catch back up with me right when I get there. Here we go.
Well, just got into Portland and the traffic and the weather aren't any better than Seattle. We're about 20 minutes away from my buddy Jeff's house. I mentioned earlier it's been a couple years since I've seen him. I was thinking back and it's actually
Use
been...
the right two lanes to take exit 1D to merge onto US 26 west toward Beaver.
Thanks, Siri. It's actually been 7 years, I think, since the last time I saw him. So this will be kind of cool. I'm really excited.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
I haven't seen this thing in a while. Actually, I don't know if I've ever seen this one.
Right on camera. How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you.
Guys, this is Jeff. He's one of my fraternity brothers here. Told you I'd come down and see him. He invited me to come hang out for the night or the weekend, so we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy. It's been, God, I don't know, 12 years since we first met each other. Maybe 7 years since we've actually hung out.
That's true.
Yeah. He has a wicked cool house. He has a wicked cool setup. He has a lot of cool toys. We're just gonna check it out real quick. Starting here, go ahead and talk about this real quick with the doorbell.
So the whole house is pretty smart, using a number of different services. One is Google's Nest product, and that's throughout the house doing most of the camera and security for the home. The reason we chose that is all of the AI that's along with it. It has facial recognition, announces who's at the door, is able to talk back, and then is all backed up in the Google Cloud in live time.
Pulling your face from the internet to let you know who's at your door. I love it.
Yep.
All right, we're headed on in.
Welcome.
And look who's here to greet us. This is Beauregard.
Say hello, Beauregard. Follow Beauregard at the Real Beauregard on Instagram. Make him kitty famous. Somebody's got to pay the bills.
All right, guys, we're going downstairs. We're gonna hit up the right here. And look at this awesome remodel. And all this has its own specific history, its own specific character to it.
Almost everything in the entire bar and den down here is somewhere from Portland. So this is Lebanese cedar from Aurora, Oregon. The fascia on the whole bar is from a home from downtown Portland back in the 1800s. Found it out in a remote warehouse and put it up, resealed it, and think it looks pretty good. Has some character. Even sealed in some of the random stains and all that. Something new that we're working on right now. We're writing the code ourselves using a Windows-based computer to be able to tabulate friends' tabs.
This was found on the side of the road, Jeff was saying earlier, and then all this is old computer wire that's linked up Through, is this fake faux? Oh, it is up top. Gotcha. It's not fake, it's just bored out.
Overall, including the light bulbs, maybe just over 20 bucks.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? That's awesome.
And the stain actually I made myself. I took steel wool and vinegar, and I let the steel wool rust in vinegar for a week, got a paintbrush, and painted on the rusty vinegar, and it soaked into the wood and brought out all of the texture of the wood. He looks like an angry old man, like back in the Civil War, like, you know, old Americana, like just cranky. And so,
oh, with this, like the mustache that flips up?
Yeah.
Swinging in the bathroom real quick. Check out this nice little remodel.
This vanity here is from Puerto Vallarta, and the previous owners were traveling there, and they fell in love with just the way that this thing looks. They brought this up from Puerto Vallarta, and it just has a ton of character and really breaks up the modern lines of this room with the recessed lighting, with a bit more rustic, kind of going craftsman style.
What's that about? Well, it's just going to show a big black bar.
That is soap.
So, okay.
That's actually from last year from Greece. My Lebanese friends were traveling through Greece, and they decided that they needed to bring me back a gift, and they hand carried me an entire made out of soap as a gift. Yep. The whole house has sensors actually, all throughout the house, sensing the temperature as well as the humidity, and that feeds the Nest's algorithm for how to appropriately heat and cool the house to save us the most money and be the most efficient. Where to next?
The garage. Let's have some fun.
Let's do it.
Well, go ahead. I don't know where the light switch is at.
Hey Google, turn on the garage.
Oh, who needs switches?
Okay, turning on 3 things.
Jeff was telling me earlier that this bike, it's a 125, but man, it is crazy fun.
Carbon fiber Yoshimura exhaust, costs about a quarter of the amount the entire bike does. Full suspension, stunt kit on it, custom made in Colorado. It's a Honda Grom. Behind it, Kawasaki Vulcan 800, full custom 8 hangers, custom paint.
I don't know if I'd get used to the ape hangers, but Jeff was saying they're really comfy actually driving down, and he could just crush miles on this thing.
This is a Ural 650. It's a 1998, but the design has not changed since the 50s. Kind of mid-era World War II. And this is a full Russian design, manufactured in Russia. Has the BMW style Boxer engine. This weighs more than the helicopters that I fly. Has a full trunk, spare tire, lots of storage, lots of goodness. This is a custom one made right here in my garage. This is actually a Kawasaki Ninja, full-on Ninja 250 race bike style, but have cut the frame in half, and it is a it's now a bobber style. So you've got the cafe racer with the bobbed end. New exhaust, as you can see I'm doing some work here on the foot pegs, but a whole new CNC milled gauge cluster, and a whole different profile to the bike. Very, very cafe. The goal was really no plastic, make it
Not like any other Ninja
sexy.
that you've ever seen.
That's right.
Yeah, look at the front end of that. Yeah. And then we have a missing car right here. This specific spot, it doesn't only house the Viper when it's at home, but it can also be used as a workbench or anything really that you want to lift up off the ground. That is no joke, guys. That can hold up some weight.
9,000 pound weight capacity, so you can put any car or truck, any consumer grade car or truck on this thing, no problem. Re-poured the foundation in the house. It's a 12-inch foundation under it, so she supports a lot of weight, but mostly it's just a badass beer pong table. This goes about 4.5, but you can get it almost to shoulder height, and then disappears right back into the floor.
Do you have your own Instagram or anything for DIY specifically?
No, I really should.
You should.
Yeah.
You could promote it right now if you did.
I'm going to follow me personally at Viper SPD Sierra Papa Delta.
Leaving the garage, Cat is always hanging out with us. Hey, Beauregard. Oh, he's going.
He's gonna lead the tour now.
Coming up here now to the main floor. I'll take a left over into the main room.
So when I bought the house, I had two qualities in a home that I needed checked off in order to find the right place. One was massive trees, the other was big windows.
We'll walk outside for a second here, just look at the backyard. What you guys are gonna maybe notice is a couple little bit of string lights strung between the trees. And we said, again, this was a smart house from before. Can these be turned on from the outside or is it only on the inside?
I can yell.
You can yell? Let's watch this.
Alexa, turn on the back deck.
Boom, just like that. And then coming off the kitchen, we have the brains of the house right here.
So full sound control throughout the entire house. Every single room has smart speakers. They're also all strung together and synchronized, so the entire house can play synchronous music however you want, both voice controlled as well as touch controlled. And then the house itself, every single circuit on the house, including the HVAC and including the power, is all mapped to this custom dashboard where we can lock and unlock the house, control the HVAC, assess power, and then control all of the lighting in the home. He is a Siamese Manx, so you can see he only has a nub for a tail.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay.
A little bit more shy than Beauregard, but still a good cat.
Does he talk a lot?
Yes, he does. He's a talker and a runner.
There he goes.
We've got the Amazon devices here. This is the little circular dot, and then, like I said, every TV in the house is connected to Amazon's Fire TV. So if I say, Alexa, show the front yard on my Fire TV,
Okay.
she will turn on my TV just like that, hop it over to Google's Nest, and then show a live stream, including audio, of exactly the front deck where we were.
Ooh, it's a little cold, guys. Let's go ahead and hop on inside. Oh, yeah. There we go. You know, something about H2s and H3s that I never really get used to. The floor is actually higher up to get you a better ground clearance underneath the truck. I always kind of feel like my knees are tucked into my chest, but they always provide you enough leg room up front to extend the legs out. It's not too bad. Now, how Jeff has this set up is he has the PIA switches for the lights just to the right of the steering column, and we could actually turn these on for the front PIAs, and then this is for the light bar up top. He also has the CB radio right up here. Something else that I wanted to show you guys too, which is really nifty, is that once I put this into reverse, make sure the parking brake is on here. He has the backup camera already set up, but something else is that he also has the lights connected, so when you are in reverse, they turn on as well. So the hood release right here, standard like everything else. The latch is actually through the grill. You can kind of see the tongue of it right there. Push up on it. Lift up. And there we go.
Nothing too big going on in here. Again, it's that 3.5 liter. It's a 4-speed automatic, but with everything else that's going on with the Hummer, it'll get you where you need to go. All right, let's go ahead. They got them tall. Just soft, just like this. Boom. There we go. So guys, I am pretty tall again, about 6'1" or so, but getting into this thing, he has the aftermarket side steps right here. Definitely will help out. As we're walking around the Hummer here, you may have noticed something in the background. The SRT 10 with the shaved handles and all the mods. We'll get to that some other time. Well guys, that was my buddy Jeff's off-road monster H3 Hummer. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, but now I'm headed back up to Seattle to finish this video. Back at home again, guys, and between Jeff's house and his cars and his bikes, what an insanely impressive setup. And the one thing that really struck me and that I really enjoyed was all the character in every material aspect. Everything has a story. He creates, he builds, he codes, and he adds his personal touch to everything. It's absolutely inspiring. I definitely plan on visiting him again in the future, and when I do, you guys know you'll be right there with me. Well, as always guys, we'll see you guys next week.